Many years ago, when I was fairly newly ordained, it might have been the second or third year after my ordination, I was having dinner with another young, newly ordained priest. And we were just talking of what it meant to be a priest and how we were navigating through those early years. And the friend that I was having dinner with was in a parish. And he was sort of frustrated. He had a lot of ideas. He had a lot of energy. He really wanted to invest himself in the parish. But every time he went to the pastor, he would say, gee, Father, could we do this or could we do that? And the pastor would always say to him when he wanted to do something new, something different, the pastor would say, well, come back to me tomorrow and tell me everything that could go wrong if we did this. And he said, after a while, he felt like any new idea was never, ever going to happen. And for me, I was sitting there, and I wasn't in a parish, I was in a retreat house, and my retreat director was exactly the opposite. Everything I brought to him that I wanted to do, he'd say, go for it. Do it, try it, let's see what happens. I tell you this just because it came to me in our readings today. All of our readings in their own little way sort of point to us to say, look at life differently. Now, some may say, look at change in life. But I think sometimes change becomes a bad word. It becomes something that we don't want to do. But if we look at life in a new way, in a different way, well, that might give us a little bit more energy. And our faith depends on us making our way through that struggle, that change. I've often told the little story of the young kid who finds a butterfly trying to break out of its cocoon in the backyard, and he's mesmerized by it. And at some point, he senses that the butterfly is struggling, that it's not going to make it. So he runs into the house, he gets the little knife, and he comes out, and he very carefully tries to open the cocoon so the butterfly can fly. But the exact opposite happens. The butterfly dies. Because the process of coming out of the cocoon, the process of struggle, the process of change, the process of seeing things new, is what helps it to grow, to become the beautiful butterfly it is. And I think that's what Jesus is reminding us of, reminding his disciples of, reminding us of. Yes, we're going to struggle. Yes, it's not always going to be easy. But that's going to open up the gift of the presence of God within us. And as we continue this Easter journey, we trust in the saving power of our merciful God to hear our prayers.
Our response is